Greetings and salutations. I'm back. It's Sunday. And yeah, it's I hope everybody's staying safe and healthy. And let's begin this reading for the COVID energies, that how people are feeling right now. So I know a lot of us are already through it or just beginning all around the world. Some of us have totally been through it and done with it and trying to figure out how to go about it after surviving it, right? So this is for Los Angeles area. And those people who do this work, please do the same. I think all of us want to know where everyone is, how the energy in our town, our state, our country, how we're feeling on this side. So let us begin. So this is our signature card. Okay, yesterday we had the 10 of Swords. Today we have the 10 of Pens. And this is all that Capricorn energy, all the planets in Capricorn. Okay. Capricorn is also the 10th house, I believe. It is, yes. And, it's all about stability and making sure we're doing what we got to do for ourselves. And that is the main focus right now, being that a lot of us aren't working, or our businesses have been shut down. So the reality of taking care of ourselves, making sure we're okay, still continuing to live the way we were living before all of this happened, right? Oh, and by the way, we're on the 9th day over here where I'm at, since the governor and the mayor told us. I just want to add that on. But anyway, so that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with our finances. We're dealing with our stability. Making sure that this doesn't change our lives too much, because you worked hard to get to this point in your life. That's also something that you're thinking about. And it's all the planets in Capricorn, which is the Jupiter. Saturn just moved to Aquarius. That Jupiter, Mars, Pluto energy. All right. So there's a lot of awakening to this reality and the strong message that it's bringing with Mars and Pluto. Okay. Jupiter is just that transformation to understanding all of that. And the craziness it's making us feel right now. This is the moon, so that's to do with the moon energy, Black Moon Lilith. Okay, where the moon's at, it's very. We got that feeling that people are against us, or our perception of things is making us the enemy to others on how we think about how everything's going. Because I remember yesterday I was talking about the naysaying and the people who fear it a little more. It's understanding that. But all of this is about understanding it so that we're able to conduct business and handle our relationships properly. Okay, so that's the signature here. And in the present moment, we're finally broken into the idea of what's going on. It's not a denial anymore. Even the people who are denying it, even the people who still say, oh, it's not going to get me, and if it does, I'll live through it. A lot of people are living through it, and it's true. A lot of people are surviving it as well. So that is a truth. So it's understanding that it exists out there. And now we're a horse that's broken in. Now we know how to deal with the characters. What I mean by the characters of our lives, our families. We know all the personalities. We know the ones who are going, but I'm still going out, and at this point you understand that personality, and nothing's going to change what they think. So you have to accept that, and I think we're there. That's what drove us crazy. The accepting these people, friends, family that say, I'm going to be fine. If I get it, it's like a vaccine because I'll live through it, and it's like a vaccine at that point. I'm immune. I hope so. I hope so. To those people who think this way. I'm not going to judge it, but I hope so. I hope you guys are the ones that tell us, see, I told you so. I hope you give us the biggest I told you so ever. Okay, you guys, let's think that way. So it's understanding that, and being a magician now, understanding all these personalities, understanding where we're at right now, understanding what you need to do to make sure that you're going to be okay surviving this. You're going to survive it. That's what this means with the magician. We are going to survive it. We have all the tools. We're not going to deny that this isn't happening, but we're going to do it in our way. Okay? Then we have the Seven of Swords. And how we're going to go about it, this is that Aquarian energy, which is Saturn's in Aquarius right now. All right? And, so we're dealing with that awakening. That awakening. The awakening here with the pen also is the Taurus, Uranus, Venus energy in the second house. Our livelihood, our possessions. We know now how to handle, how we're going to step in and speaking to people. How we're going to take the reign now of our lives and go, okay, I'm ready. I know when to say something. It's another thing. When to say it. When to drop the bomb, if you will. I guess I shouldn't say that. Know when to speak up to those people that need a little bit of more discipline, the Saturn. Okay, knowing when to do it, though. Okay, knowing when to do it. You are that strong now. You know when you have to nip something in the bud. Okay? And here, well, look at this. We had one Fool yesterday in this spot, I believe, with the Chariot. Now we have 2 Fools. So that's telling me that now we are accepting hardcore this new way of living right now, which is temporary. Let's not forget that. It's just a new way of dealing with things, right? It's also the disappointment of, am I still going to be able to take that trip that I planned? There was things planned for the family, planned for yourself, okay? The idea that those things might not happen is accepting that now strongly. So you've accepted the reality of the situation at this point here very strongly. Okay, and here we have, but you're still human. Okay, the Temperance. You are still human. You still slip from now and then, getting upset, getting a little snappy maybe to the family or to somebody you love or to friends, or your opinion on things. You have a tendency, that's always going to happen. You're human. Okay? There's just so much of this, what's happening to us is it's mind bending. So you are not, don't think you're crazy or that it's making you crazy. It is. It's making all of us crazy. So again, understanding that, but also understanding that you're going to shape shift once in a while. You will be a bit, you might be tired and stuff like that. So, self-care, balance this out. It's Temperance. So you got to give yourself a little bit of nurturing. Go into the well and give yourself a little Calgon moment. Okay? You have to, especially when you're cooped up, And the kids have to be told, like, hey, I need a Calgon moment. Okay? And Let them, because they're there. So, and dad's probably there, or big sister, big brother can, be the sergeant until you get out of your Calgon moment. And a 4. Okay. So this is reining that in, reining this new understanding, this new concept in your domicile, that you now are warmed up to the situation now and know how to handle it, knowing how to round it up, rein it in, build, knowing about your finances, knowing to still think about how you're going to move money around so you're going to survive these, however long this is going to last, and think about how long it could last. Okay? Even though you don't want to and you go, no, I don't want to think about that. It's going to be over by then. Well, just have a backup plan. And the obstacle is, check this out, we got a 4 of Pens. Same thing here. So this is strong right here. This needing to build, the Capricorn, the Capricorn energy, the Taurus energy most of all, which is your livelihood, your finances. You're being intuitive about what you should do about your finances so you'd be okay if this is to keep going longer than they say. Just as a backup. And this one was also this. So yeah, another 4. So, and learning how to handle our stress, our emotions, our feelings on it. Don't let it freak you out. Don't be in denial about this. We really have to take this seriously. 4s is your domicile, how you run it, how you go about living. Okay, and things have changed, so we have to balance this here. So these 4s are very strong, that this is the sitch. Okay? Just like that 10 of Pens there. It's all to do with our finances, our livelihoods. Okay? Don't lie to yourself. You need a backup plan. Okay? And then everything will be okay. And don't get upset about the fact, don't even go there about, the plans you had and you've spent money on that might be canceled. Don't even go there. Don't even get hopeful. Don't think about what our president or our governments say in regards to, oh, I think by this time. No. Just hear them out and don't judge it, because it changes so much every day. Okay? And the outcome is the Ace of Pens. That you're broken into this, that you understand this is exactly what life is right now, and I just got to take care of everyone and everything I got to do to make sure we're going to be okay until this, like everyone says, ride it out. Well, ride it out with this understanding. Ride it out with knowing how to understand the people that you're responsible for, no matter how much they get on your nerves or you get on theirs. But know when you're being a little snappy, balance it out there. Okay? And that is the new beginning here of understanding it. That Taurus, Uranus, it's the awakening because it trines Mercury in the 12th house, which is the pain and suffering. We've been through the pain and suffering. We're going in. We're in it. We're going through it. But now we have a new understanding of how to get through it with not being so freaked out and angry and all that stuff, and knowing how to communicate now. Okay? And the 2's in the same spot as it was yesterday. Okay? Knowing how to balance it again. It goes back to Temperance up here. Learning how to balance the family, communicating to them. Learning how to balance the financial matters and the relationships. This also means, like, don't be too quick to let people know that you have a different way of looking at things, because now you're coming into this evolvement now that Mercury is no longer retrograding. He's out of his shadow. It's out of the shadow now, so it's moving in its normal speed again. So we want to keep to ourselves. It's not necessary to tell people, well, I've changed my mind about this or that politically, or, you know, now I'm not a naysayer. I'm watching myself because, you know, it's starting to get strange and the reality of it is kicked in. There's no need to tell them about that. It just pisses them off. And we're not out to lose another friend or another family member because we pissed them off by voicing our opinion about the views we think, when you know that energy is going to get pissed off at you. It's better to just leave it alone, okay? Knowing when to speak up and say something, put your foot down, and knowing when you don't have to because it's just going to piss somebody off and everybody's so touchy right now, okay? That is the balance with the temperance and this one here, the 2 of Pens. So everyone, we're doing good on this side of the world. I mean, I'd like to see other people's energy readings for the COVID. I think this helps people understand how they should go about getting through it. But this is the awakening, everyone. We've got Saturn in Aquarius now. That's strong. We've got Uranus in Taurus. That's strong. We've got Mercury going now, not behind a shadow anymore. So this is really moving forward. Knowing that, you know, we got to keep it real. That's all. Keep it real. Know what our government's about. Know what's going on. Know that it's happening, that it exists, like UFOs. Okay? Almost like that. Once we understand it, and understand the relationships, the characters, the personalities in our lives that we're faced with, our children's personalities, it's really getting to know everybody that we have to. Or, you know, at this point, because we're all in this and we care about each other. So it's remembering that, the love again. So until tomorrow, please be safe, stay healthy, and just, you know, make the best of this. I know that sounds weird, but, you know, spend time with the family, get to know your family again, get to know everybody again. And I know it's not easy. All right? So talk to you tomorrow. Have a nice Sunday. Ciao.